spoilers for My Hero Academia Season 5 through Chapter 327, Season 6, maybe 7? In 3, 2, 1.
The UA students go to war against Shigaraki and friends. Bakugo chases after Deku, tries to keep him out of trouble, and when he can't do that, his quirk spontaneously evolves to enable him to move fast enough to jump in front of All For One's finger knives, risking his entire life to save Deku without any thought. All For One calls Bakugo worthless as he shakes him off of his finger knives, and as a result, Deku goes into a previously unseen beast mode. He forgets that he's not supposed to touch the boss, and All For One tries to take One For All. Deku passes out, and even though One For All wasn't stolen, his consciousness remains in the vestige world while his body is passed out lying in the hospital for several days. When Bakugo wakes up in the hospital after surgery, he tries desperately, despite his injuries, to get to Deku, who is still unconscious, but he is prevented from seeing him. When Deku comes to, he goes away without saying anything and leaves notes for his classmates, including Bakugo. He does the Vigilante Deku arc, taking out villains single-handedly and isolating himself, scared that he will put his loved ones in danger if he doesn't stay away from them. Bakugo rips up his note from Deku and rallies their class and endeavor to save Deku from himself, telling everybody that Deku needs them and that nobody but he, Bakugo, can really understand Deku and how reckless he is, or how little regard he has for his own life. He calls this the worst-case scenario. Right when Deku is at his breaking point, Bakugo dramatically shows up with Class 1A, saving him from Dictator. At his first opportunity, he spills his guts to Deku, telling him how obsessed he's been with him all these years and how wrong he was and how sorry he is for everything. He bows and calls him Izuku, not Deku, and it's all in front of everyone as it rains and time appears to stop. Deku falls into Bakugo's arms and finally stops fighting against him and their other classmates. Once his friends get Deku in the bath, Bakugo splashes him, says he's still his rival, and with some difficulty calls him Izuku again. It is visible that Bakugo has large scars from jumping in front of Deku during the war arc. Bakugo stays up way past his bedtime that night, at least until Izuku rests.